everyone. How are you today? Well, this is the first of 2 lives I'm going today. I posted a poll on my channel earlier asking, whether or not I should do a live, like speaking both English and Czech, speaking just English, speaking just Czech, or do one live Czech, do one live English. So that's what I'll be doing today. This will be my English live, and then I'll be going live after I finish this speaking Czech, and I'll have 2 separate sets of questions for those. But hello, how are you? Hola. I'm just not confident in me speaking Spanish, so that's why I don't speak it. But yeah. It's hard for me to do it because the words don't come to my mind of like what to say. So I don't again, it's like hard for me to do it. So like I said, I'll have 2 different sets of questions for this live, and then the live after this. This one is a lot about content and stuff like that, while the other one is a more like fun type of style vibes. It's more easier stuff that I can answer because again, my Czech isn't perfect. So if anyone, again, as I'm going through these questions and everything, I feel this is the thing that most people like the most. So I'll explain what I'm doing. So I got ChatGPT to write me up a list of questions to answer, and I feel like that's what people love the most. So that's what I will be doing. But always feel free to drop any questions you have down in the comments below. I will always answer those. Those are my number 1 priority. These are just here. So in case people don't have questions, I can have questions to answer and it doesn't have to be awkward. So if anyone doesn't have any questions to start, I think I'm going to get started with these questions. Okay. So this first, it basically breaks it up into sections. So this first section is about my journey. So first question here, oops, I completely forgot to button this back up, y'all. And too bad. Okay. Anyways, that was not good. Anyways, so this first question is, what inspired you to start making YouTube videos? So what inspired me was just seeing other YouTubers online, especially Just Jules, I think her username is. She's the biggest inspiration because she's my age. She's a lot like me. So that and wanting to go out there and share my story was the biggest inspiration for why I started to make YouTube videos. What was my first video about? How did it go? My first video was excuse me, was a get to know me video. Hello, how are you? Was a get to know me video, and it went well. I had to refilm a couple different times, but that one I was with my best friend. I had a lot of fun doing it. But yeah, so that was nostalgic, kind of looking at it. How do you come up with ideas for your content? Okay. A lot of it, I will have to admit, is from ChatGPT. I've started to rely on ChatGPT a lot, like for YouTube stuff related only, and like so a lot of my descriptions are AI generated. I can't come up with all this poetic stuff. Like I'm a writer, yes, but I can't come up with all these poetic stuff. So a lot of stuff is my ChatGPT. I just do it, and like I'll tweak it. I'm not gonna use the same thing necessarily. I'll tweak it just to make sure it's perfectly for my channel and my needs. But no, that's how I mostly do come up with my ideas. What has been my biggest challenge on YouTube so far? Definitely just people being weird and, disrespecting boundaries that probably didn't explicitly state that I probably should have explicitly stated. But, it's fine. I've gotten over it. How do I stay motivated to keep posting videos constantly? So I do try to post consistently. It's not always consistent. But it's honestly seeing all of the comments from all of my followers and everything, and them encouraging me. That's my motivation to keep posting these videos and keep doing lives like this. Gonna move on to some more content related stuff. What type of content do you enjoy making the most? I definitely enjoy these lives because I get to talk with y'all. You get to talk with me back, which is kind of hard, when you're just filming a video. But I do like filming videos and like cleaning because it helps motivate me because it's like I have someone there, I guess. Anyways, do you have a favorite video that you've made? Why is it your favorite? So let me look up on my actual. I think I answered this last night. And I was like, did I? Yeah, I kind of, I think I did. But anyways, it's fine. I'll just answer again because if you weren't on my live last night, how do you know what I said? I don't even remember which one I said. So if you guys go watch my live that I did last night, and then you watch this one, it might be different. I will tell you that right now. If I can find my channel. Okay, here I found it finally. Anyways, let me see videos. I'm gonna go to my favorite video to film was probably I always okay, wait one second. Probably oh, my old podcast, Struggles in the Margins, Creating Worlds, My Journey into Cosplay and Original Characters. That one was my favorite film. I just love talking about that because that's something I'm very passionate about. Yes, that was the one, and I said that last night, I think, too. What is something you wish more people knew about the creative process? Probably how long it takes and like how long it takes to come up with video ideas, especially because and mine's content and stuff is short too. Like it's much shorter for me than for other YouTubers, I feel, because I don't edit my videos. So that's why I enjoy lives, especially because like I don't have to wait for stuff to upload a lot. But no, I don't edit my content. It just takes a while. I don't have proper editing software. I don't have proper filming software either. Literally, it's my phone and me talking, and I have to be able to project. So, it's understandable because, especially because I wear a mask, which muffles my voice a little more. So, I do need to start speaking more clearly because I have noticed that in some of my videos. But anyways, I want to get a mic soon though. I'm hoping to get one soon. anyways, so, but it does still take a lot of time to film content. Even though I don't edit it, it still takes a lot of time to film because I happen to mess something up. Like in the beginning, I would like to restart it. If I mess up a word or something, I'd like to restart the video. It's not gonna be the same, but it's fine, right? Or if I have to end up cutting something out because I did something I probably shouldn't have done on camera, that takes time too, that. But yeah, how do you balance your personal life with making content? Staying up late is one way I do it, or doing it when I just have some alone time, because it's much easier for me to do it then. And yeah, I think that's the best way I can explain it. Do you have any upcoming videos or projects you're excited about? Trying to think. I sometimes have stuff, but I'm not thinking of any right now. I don't know the plan at the moment for the next. There's going to probably be a lot of start to be a lot of like pictures and stuff getting posted and like from summer vacation. But yeah. Or there might be some more art videos before I leave for summer vacation. Anyways, moving on to reflective and deep. What's one thing you've learned about yourself from making videos? Is that one thing that I've learned about myself is definitely like how patient I can be to deal with this stuff, and like learning how to deal with YouTube and all that. I think that would be the one thing I've learned. How do you stay grounded when things feel overwhelming? Just making art, or being alone. Reading also really helps me stay grounded. It's little bit of calming presence for me. Anyways, or just talking with someone, helps a lot immensely, but it has to be, specific people. So my mom is a sometimes, like I can sometimes talk to her, sometimes not. My best friends I can usually talk to, but it's hard, to do that all the time. Anyways, what has been the most rewarding part of your journey so far? Getting to interact with all of you. It's probably been the most rewarding part. Just getting to interact with my followers, my fans. Um, getting super sweet messages. Those are the most rewarding part of my YouTube journey. What's something you want to accomplish but haven't yet? Opening my own cafe, publishing my first book, and cleaning my room. Those are 3 things I really want to accomplish. And being able to share that journey with all of you. Those are 3 things I want to accomplish. Yeah. So opening my own cafe, obviously that's going to take a little while. Publishing my own book, I have the book written. I just need to publish it. And cleaning my room, now that's a process. I've been working on that for I don't know how many years now at this point. Anyways, how do you deal with creative blocks? Really just taking a break from my work, taking a break until I start to get that creative juice flowing me, or reading, looking on Pinterest, looking on Google for art projects. All that helps, deal with that creativity, like get it up. What is now moving on to personal life stuff. What's my favorite way to unwind after a busy week is create stuff, honestly, like just doing stuff like this, like on my walls and stuff like that. Doing all stuff like that is one of my favorite ways to unwind because it allows me to just sit there, relax, and just paint or do whatever, I need to do for the thing. But yes, how do you prioritize your mental health? Taking mental health breaks when I need it. Um, I'm not very good about prioritizing my mental health, and I really do need to start being better on that, but I don't. But yeah, um, but yeah, no, I do, like, whenever I do really need a mental health break, or I'm a very emotional person, so, an empathetic person, so, like, being very real with y'all right now, I cry a lot, like, especially right now, my emotions have been on, like, I don't know what, but, like, they've been so high alert that, like, any little thing can set me off, whether it being music or someone talking, like, it's been crazy. So sometimes, like, I call them mental breakdowns, and it's like, I just sit there and I cry for, like, 30 minutes, letting it all out. And that's how I still prioritize mental health, letting it all out. Anyways, if you could do anything for a day without worrying about time or money, what would it be? Um, I don't know. I think probably, like, going to check, like, to my grandparents and seeing all my family. That would probably, like, be because I don't get to see a lot of them often. So that would probably be my thing. Um, those of you just joining, feel free to drop questions down in the comments below. I will gladly answer them. Anyways, what is something I'm passionate about outside of YouTube? Um, Thank you for the hearts for whoever sent them. My passion is, like, swimming. I really do love swimming, or just creating. Yeah. But who has been my biggest support system during my journey? Probably my best friend, who has been with me through the beginning of this journey, of my YouTube journey, and my mom, who has been through the beginning of my life. Yeah. What's the most random talent or skill you have? I guess being able to, like, rotate my shoulders more than normal people. Like, I don't know how to explain it because I have hyperextension in my shoulders. What's the last show you binge watched and would you recommend it? Percy Jackson was the last show I binge watched, I think. Maybe not. See, what was the last show I binge watched? Was probably last summer. Nailed It. I will binge watch Nailed It every day, if I could, but I don't have Netflix. I only get it, like, if I'm at other people's houses, but yeah. No. Nailed It is my show. I love Nailed It so much. Would highly recommend if you haven't tried it. It's basically home bakers trying to recreate these cakes and stuff done by professionals. And, like, these home bakers are not good to begin with. Like, they're purposely bad. Like, they purposely pick the worst, probably. And, they try and compete, and the creations they make are hilarious. Anyways, what's your guilty pleasure when it comes to food? Ramen or ice cream? I could eat ramen all day. I could eat ice cream. Okay, ice cream is a hit or miss. I could eat ice cream a lot, but I'm also lactose intolerant. Not severely, but I do have a slight lactose intolerance. So, like, yeah. If you could only listen to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be? I'm trying to think. I don't know. I get tired of songs so quickly. I don't even know, you guys. Probably The Next Right Thing from Frozen 2. Yeah, I don't know. I've been recently obsessed with that song. I'm gonna post my cover to it actually soon. I probably will film that after I finish this live before I go start my other live. But yeah. If you could only take 3 items to a deserted island, what would they be? I'm trying to think. A book, a notebook with a pencil, like together, if that counts as one item. Like those notebooks that come with other stuff inside them, does that count as one item, y'all? And food. Raise. Hello, Batter Old. How are you? Doing good. Feel free to ask me any questions down in the comments below. Love to answer them. That's very good. Let me see if there's any more questions I can answer. My day is going very good. Well, it's just starting technically because it is almost 1 o'clock in the morning. But no, yesterday was very good. Let me see. Again, feel free to answer or ask me questions down below. I'm going to continue answering questions that I have written up here. What's a movie or show you'll never get tired of? That would definitely be, again, Nailed It. I just talked about that. Nailed It. It's an amazing show. That show I'll never get tired of. It's hilarious. I can laugh at that all day. Anyways, what's one hobby you wish you had more time for? Probably, I don't know. Like, I have a lot of hobbies, and I do get to do them often. So, like, reading, I get to do. Creating, I get to do all the time. Baking, I get to do often. Probably actually collecting books. I collect books. I have a book collection. That would probably be the hobby I wish I had more time for. I wish I could go out and collect bugs, but I don't have the time for it, and I only get to do it like when I find a bug on the side of the road or something, like a dead one, you know? But yeah, um, what is the weirdest dream I ever had was, okay, I was in my home, the home that I'm in now, and I was dreaming, and I was at the back, like looking at the back door, and like it wasn't exactly the same, and is now actually kind of foreshadowing it because like what my house looks like now, because there was a big bush there that wasn't there, and now we have a passion fruit vine there that kind of looks similar to that big bush. But anyways, so I was back there. I saw a vampire talking on the phone. Don't ask me how I knew it was a vampire. I don't remember how I knew. Well, my dad was also outside at the time. Well, this vampire disappears behind the gate, goes towards the front yard, and I said, oh no. So I tell my dad, get in. There's a vampire outside, get in. And then, so I locked the door, and we have a doggy door back there too, so I closed that. And I wanted to go out to the screen area and lock those doors, but I was like, one, that's not going to really help stop a vampire. And for two, I don't know if, I don't know where the vampire is, so it's not safe. And it's not really a weird dream, just more of a horror dream, but yeah. Anyways, so continue. So my dad gets out, I close the door, I close the doggy door. Well, then I go to my room. I go to the window, I look outside. I can't see this vampire anywhere. And so, and when I'm in the living room, I see a whole bunch of people in there. People that at this point, I had the dream. Well, they're still dead. Like, they had passed away. They had moved on, and they were there. They were there, So I was like, okay, whatever. Anyway, so, and I also run to the front door to lock it. And I was like, I need to lock this thing just to be sure it's safe. And then I realized, oh no. And I made sure to check the other back door was closed too. And I realized, oh no, the garage is open. And I'm like, I don't know where this vampire is. What am I going to do? I don't know what to do. So I decided I need to close this garage door. And at the time that I had the dream, my mom had this app on her phone that she could close the garage door. But in my dream, she didn't have it. So someone had to hit the button. Well, I decided to take the risk, and I quickly peek over the door to close the garage door, and I close it. And I close the door, lock the door, and the blinds are open because this door has blinds. And okay, and then I realized, oh no, the back door to the garage is open. And I'm like, where's the vampire? I go to turn, I think, to see the kitchen window or something. I don't know where I was going. And then I turn back, and the creepiest face. It's the face of the vampire, but it's the creepiest face I've ever seen. It's just in the like a door. You can see it, and he's like, and it has eyes wide open and grinning and showing like his fangs and stuff like that. Oh god, it was creepy. But yeah, no. That was my creepiest dream. I'm gonna wait until like 30 minutes or so, probably around there. And then I'm probably gonna hop off. But yeah, okay. Oh, another one. What would your YouTube channel be if not this? Probably just keeping up with the trends and stuff. I do keep up with some of the trends, but not very much. My thing is very much focused on like books and art and interacting with you guys and stuff like that. My channel's very focused on. But if it wasn't focused on that, it would probably be focused on like following trends and all that. I should probably do that more. I apologize for that. Let me see. When you feel most at peace when I am creating, when I feel the most at peace. Um. Uh, Sorry. Would you rather have a rewind or pause button in life? Probably rewind so I could go back to some moments in life. Yeah. Um, um, oh, if you could invent a holiday, what would it celebrate? Me, No, I'm kidding, you guys. It wouldn't celebrate me. Um, it would celebrate like art and creativity and just like being yourself. It'd probably be called I don't know, create a dime. That seems weird, but like, yeah. Anyways, okay. Well, I'm gonna hop off because I have a couple more videos I need to film, and then I need to go live again. I'm gonna go live again probably within the next 15 to 20 minutes, but we'll see. But this one will be completely in check. So, if you guys want to see that, then hop on then. Yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you all soon. Bye.